First college football game this week goes Friday night at 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2 National TV. James Madison at Louisville. If you're going to watch it, might as well make some money. I've got a free play with analysis coming up right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down your first national TV game this week in college football. No Thursday night, of course, because we have Eagles-Cowboys, so we wait till Friday to get all the college football back in action here in Week 2. And this is an interesting matchup here. James Madison, one of the more powerful mid-major teams in 1A, Sun Belt Conference, against Louisville, a team that's fighting back into the top 25 after an easy win last week. In fact, James Madison had an easy win as well. Both teams beat up on inferior opponents. James Madison beat the Weber State Wildcats 45-10 at home. Louisville 51-17 over Eastern Kentucky Colonels. And keep in mind, Louisville was up 41-7 at the half. They called off the Dogs. Miller Moss, the USC transfer, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Still played pretty well, though, overall in the first half. Saw some limited action. They really kind of treated this almost like a preseason game. And then, of course, you got one of the best running backs in the country. Isaac Brown is probably the best freshman back in the nation. Only 6 carries, but he had a 68-yard touchdown run. He came out early as well. In fact, Louisville had 13 different players catch a reception in the game, and Isaac Brown wasn't even one of them. So they'll be fresh in this game, and I think they'll look to build on what was a little bit of a turnover fest, even though they routed them. 3 interceptions, not what they wanted to see from the 3 different quarterbacks. So I look for a focus spot for Louisville, especially at home in the national spotlight game. And third-year head coach Jeff Brom, offensive mastermind. This should be one of the most explosive offenses in the country. Also is capable of running up the score when needed. And we saw this last year. This is Brom's 3rd season. But if you look over his first 2 years, he started 6-0 straight up his first season at Louisville. And then last year, 3-0 start straight up and against the spread. They beat Austin Peay 62-0 to open the season, and then they did not let down the next week against Jacksonville State, a 35-point win at home, and then they beat Georgia Tech by 12. And this year, once again, 3 straight home games to begin, just like last season. If you go back to his first year, they beat Georgia Tech on a neutral site, a high-profile game, but they didn't let down in Week 2 at home, beating Murray State 56-0. So Brom does have a history of routing the weaker teams. Now, James Madison is a quality Power 5 team, to say the least. And even after losing head coach Canetti to Indiana last year, Duke still had a really strong season overall, finishing 9-4 straight up last year. And they got off to a strong start last year, 4-0 straight up. And if you recall, that Week 3 win, their road game at North Carolina was historic, 70-50. They put up over 50 points in the first half. Mac Brown, 70-some-year-old head coach, embarrassed. Of course, Belichick was embarrassed even more this past Monday night against another purple team, TCU Horned Frogs. By the way, I hope you enjoyed that free play video here. I gave you TCU in that video free here on Wager Talk TV. So Madison is a capable squad, to say the least, but they finished just 1-2 down the stretch. Actually, 0-2 in the regular season down the stretch. Did win their bowl game last year. I just think this is a little bit too much of a step up in class for a team that only returns half of their offense production from last year and only about half their defense. They haven't seen anything like this Louisville offensive attack. And whenever we're laying 2 touchdowns, we want to make sure the offense can pull ahead late. And while JMU did show some offensive threat last year, they're a run-based offense under second-year head coach Bob Chesney. So when they get behind, it's not their wheelhouse to play from behind. And I think Louisville can extend the lead here. Saw some early money come in on the dog in the over. It went from 15 down to that key number of 14. Total's risen a bit from 55.5 up to 57. I disagree with that move on the underdog, though. I think now at 14 or less, there is some value on the Louisville Cardinals on their strong home field on national TV Friday night. Take a look at Louisville at minus 14 or less. Shop around. That line's 14, 14.5 in other spots. 7 Eastern Friday night. Hey, let me know your thoughts on this game, side or total. How are you approaching it? What other games do you like Friday, even this weekend? Hey, drop them below in the chat. I do read the comments. I reply back. Include some analysis if you have time as well. And don't forget, click subscribe and click that bell here on Wager Talk TV so you never miss out when these free play videos are posted throughout the week. And then, of course, my college football top 25 video for this weekend and my NFL Fade the Public video for week 1 as well will be ready most likely on Saturday afternoons this season. So when you click the bell, you get an instant alert. You'll be the first to know and the first to watch the minute they go live here on Wager Talk TV. If you're liking these free play videos, all I ask is a thumbs up, like, and a positive comment below, and I will keep them coming each and every week. Multiple games for you free here for both college and pro football. And don't forget about baseball as well. Daily baseball videos here on the channel also. Speaking of baseball, finished last year on a 57-28 run over the final few months, so don't sleep on baseball. September is here. I know football's here, but baseball has several months to go. A couple months through the World Series remaining. College and pro basketball right around the corner. It's a great time to get on board and become an all-sports, all-access client and start taking a serious, consistent investment approach. And as I always say, it doesn't matter if you get a 1 day, a 1 week, a 1 month, or a 1 year. Every client gets the exact same plays, the exact same personal best bets I am using each and every day. I send them out to all my clients as well. I started back in August of 1996, over 29 years ago. This is my 30th football season beginning, my 30th basketball season about to begin, finish up my 29th baseball season. If you'd like to get all of my personal best bets, subscribe at wagertalk.com. And we do have a 7-day sampler available right now. If you're new and if you want to try out a 7-day sampler, get it for just $77. That's right, 7 days for just $77 right now. That is all sports, all access, college and pro football and baseball each and every day. Or if you're ready to take that consistent 1-year all-access approach, the consistent investment approach, including basketball, the 1-year all-access pass with promo code SM365, you get an instant $811 discount. That gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play. Once again, doesn't matter if you get the 1 day, the 1 week, the 1 month, the 1 year. Everybody's getting the same plays I am personally using each day. One set of best bets, I send them to everybody. 7-day sampler right now, no promo code needed for just $77, or the 1-year all-access with promo code SM365 for about $1 a play. Check out the options on my page. Check out the best bets, Steve Merril, wagertalk.com. And while you're there, also check out the daily free play. I'm very selective, 1 to 3 best bets per day on average, which means that last cut, just a bit outside, is still pretty strong. It goes up as a free play for everybody. Check out the bonus free play right now with analysis, Steve Merril, wagertalk.com, and get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. On the way out, be sure to follow me on social media at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.